Hey guys, and welcome back to Fable: The Lost Chapters. In the last part, we did our final tests, got items for getting A pluses and everything. Saw another hero called Scythe, which that isn't getting played. That won't be played into until much later into the game.
That showed you, didn't it?
Actually, that little thing that I did before the end of this video or last video, it's actually not required. I mean, it's so far into the game that it really has no point whatsoever. I mean, it's nice to see that they put it in there and that, you know, like when you see the character, you'll realize, oh, okay, so that's why he went there. But in actuality, okay, I don't know why I just stopped there, but in actuality, it's very, very pointless on having, I mean, it's not pointless, but it's not useful at all. So, anyways, let's just talk to the Guildmaster to leave our teenage years and do the final training, which is really not that hard.
The boy mastered the skills quickly, but there was always more to learn. For years, the guild was his home, his school, and his life. But as time passed, his thoughts returned always to the world outside, the life he had lost, the family that had been torn from him. At last, only the final day of tests remained. Success would mark the end of his training. He would receive the guild seal and be free to forge his own destiny. He would become a hero.
It's actually nice not... hold on.
Before you graduate, there is one final test you must complete. Enter the guild woods and go to the log at the top of the hill. The test will be revealed to you there. Good luck.
It's interesting not playing this game with music, because it sounds more like a... I mean, it sounded like a story to begin with, but this sounds really, really interesting. Like there's usually music playing in the background, and I think I'm going to turn it back on. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it back on and have it on the lowest one. But it's really interesting to hear it without music, because that was... I mean, it sounds like a story. It sounds like you're being read a story, which is what I really like. The music is good. Don't get me wrong. The music is really good in this game, and I like it. But what I'm afraid of is copyright issues. If I start getting copyright issues, I am going to take out the music. But I just don't want that to be the reason why I have to get rid of the music.
Then. It's simple. You must defeat me, using all you've learned in your years of training. We'll begin with your sword. Hit me, if you can.
Oh, fast. But yeah, like, the music is good. They got really good music in the game, and it's interesting. I just... Sometimes YouTube can be annoying.
You're getting better at this.
About that stuff, and I just hate it, because...
Very good.
I don't know, it just bugs me.
Shoot me with your bow. Don't get too close.
He will hit you if you get too close, so... You don't have to do it hard, just shoot 7 repeated bow shots, because there's no way you're going to hit him with it.
And finally, cast lightning at me.
Okay, cool. Sure thing. Where'd you go? Put that away. But, like I'm going to say for the last time, music is good. I hate it when there's some games that the music isn't required to play the game, because the music gives the tone of the game.
That's enough. Yes. Quite impressive for a novice. You will find real battles rather more fatal than this.
Oh, I hope so.
But you have passed your final test, and you're ready to receive your guild seal from the Guildmaster.
Sounds good. Yay! But, yeah. Music is good. I don't know. I'm really scared to get copyright strikes, because I just don't want to have to deal with that. It's just something that I shouldn't have to deal with. And it's annoying that companies and games, it's annoying. Like Rockstar is one of the big things.
Day,
well, I'll talk about it in a second.
I remember the first night you came to us, and look at you now. Maze's faith in you was well placed.
Yeah!
Now come along. The graduation ceremony will take place in the Chamber of Fate, the oldest part of the guild.
Yay! We get...
Let the apprentices approach. For many years now you have worked hard to earn yourselves the title of hero. Today, that apprenticeship ends and you go out into the world to do great deeds. Deeds that will bring you the gratitude of thousands, or strike fear into their hearts. These are dark times. The shadows of Albion are stirring, and strange winds are blowing. Your choices, whether they lead you down the path of good or evil, will change the face of the world. Now, take your guild seals and venture forth as heroes.
Apparently we're the only two who are graduating also. So, that's nice. Also, I think I know which one I'm going to do.
It's time for you to leave us, lad. But you're still very much part of the guild. On the map table, you will find details of any quests the people of Albion wish heroes to perform.
Sounds good.
And you'll need to return often to focus all your experience into new skills. Only by doing this regularly will you advance as a hero. Step into the light, and I'll show you how to do this.
That light. The one behind you, good sir. But, yeah,
First, you must select the area you wish to advance in.
Now, here's the thing.
Strength, skill.
At the end of the
or
game...
You've chosen strength.
By the time you get
could
to
be
the
a
end of the
great
game...
warrior. You can use your experience from melee combat to improve your physique, health, or toughness. Choose one now.
You'll have all these maxed out. So there's really no point. I mean, there's a point to doing so, but it's just... It's kind of... I don't want to say it, but it's kind of pointless at the beginning.
Physique allows you to do more damage in melee combat.
Because it's just
and
annoying.
To carry heavier weapons.
But there's a lot of
little
talking,
else
so...
for me to teach you, but I will always be around to offer you guidance. And your guild seal will allow me to communicate with you at all times. You will also notice it flashing when you have enough experience to spend. I have given you a basic pack of supplies. It'll be enough for a while. Now there's a whole world for you to explore.
So yeah, we got done with the tutorial part of the game. Woo! Yeah, so... Anyways.
Check the guild.
First thing you do is what he says. Look on the guild table and pick out your... trying to think. Your quest. And as you can tell, most of this, or all of it right now, we can't do. We don't have a high enough renown. So what we can do, kill a wasp. Yep, that's all we can do. We have to go kill a wasp. But it's the game really picks up now. Like, as much as I've been making fun of the game at the beginning, this game is really, really good at this point. Also, there's one other thing that I do want to talk about before we go on any further. Also, yeah, it's telling you how you can look at yourself and whatnot. Narcissism is perfectly natural. Okay.
Need anything, chicken, chase?
Yay, look at me! That's basically how it's telling you to look at yourself.
Will lead you to your quest objective.
You'll be hearing him a lot. Okay. Now I'm going to let this play through because...
Wasps are attacking the picnic area! Follow me!
Oh my god!
This
So
way.
yes, we would follow him. But I want to talk about this. These...
May I be of assistance?
There are hero titles. There are hero title vendors. And you... There have been many titles. I mean, look at all these titles. There are some, and I've actually, there's not really of importance on what these are for. They're just something for people to call you. So what I'm going to be called is this. Arseface. Which, if you know British language, you know what that means. It's not very nice. But I think it's hilarious, and I love it. So I do it because I like it. I've actually done it where I chose the one that I actually am and how I do stuff and whatnot, so... Here you go, buddy.
You little snot bag! You know nothing of... Ah, you're as bad as that stinking beggar. I'm out.
Oh, thanks.
Ha ha ha! Funniest thing I've seen in years. You've earned my thanks, hero. I'm sure you'll make many friends in your travels.
I'm glad you can talk without closing your mouth or
Perhaps we'll
moving your
meet again,
tongue.
hero.
That tells you how far technology has gone in the past decade, at least. But yeah, this game,
Follow me.
it's
Hey, over here!
yes, I know there's stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I need to get while I'm here.
Over
Which these silver keys. There are 50 of them in all. There are 50 silver keys in the whole world map area thing, and to unlock
It's this
good
way.
items and whatnot, you'll need to do those. Also, I know I'm saying also a lot, but this is like a really informational part now because I have to explain some stuff that they want to
It's
explain.
this way, please. You've
There's
got to
a
save
lot
my
of ways
friends.
to complete stuff. There's not just one set way of completing anything. You can complete. Obviously, there's a good and bad way, which is 2 different ways. And then there's, you can use magic, you can use, obviously they showed you all the ways you can do stuff. But most of your enemies are usually physical enemies. So being a bow person, it's kind of hard. Because you have to, with the bows at least. Also, I meant to boost, which I forgot to do. But
I'm gonna tell everyone about
anyways,
you.
there's many different things to do, like boasting. I'll have to explain that because I completely just ran by it, and I don't think you can actually boast in this first little bit, which is kind of disappointing. But
Thank you so much.
there's ways to beat it, and then there are ways that you can't beat it. Like for instance, if you get close to this is the one we actually have to kill. By the way, if you were wondering who we were having to kill,
Strike down the wasps.
that's who we're having to kill. Also, I pull out my bow and then start shooting it with lightning. I am genius, right? Also, I'm not doing a ton of damage apparently.
Your will energy is low. What's that?
You suck, ma'am.
More wasps have spawned, but they are no match for your weapons.
But yeah, it's really easy, and I know why now I actually did that. But this, I kind of wanted at first. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do this as this kind of playthrough, but I don't know. I'm really losing my mind right here because I've been doing this for an hour and a half now. So I'm losing my mind on what to say. So I don't know how much longer. Actually, this video is not that much longer. We are probably at the, I don't know. I'm at the 13-minute mark, so I might be able to get to where I need to go next.
Our world.
But I know I'm jumping and jumping and jumping now. So.
You've received a new quest.
Oh, really? Thanks.
Your mightiness.
But it's this game. I'm just going to say it now before I keep saying it. This game is honestly really good. I wish that... Stupid Nat. I like how they improved in the other games, but they didn't really go with Fable. Like, Fable 2 was kind of Fable-ish in the fact that it was still an open-world game, but it was more linear than this game is. Fable 3, very linear game. It's not really Fable.
Maze is looking for you. He waits for you in
Like,
the Barstone Tavern.
They try to make it Fable, but by putting the title on and by the stuff you do, yes, it is Fable, because you have will and all that. But the feel of the game isn't. This, like, it's... I want to say that because it goes into the next thing I'm about to say, which is there's not a lot of games out there that sequels are usually good. Halo is an exception for the for Halo 2, but then you got Halo 3, and that was just god-awful, and every other Halo after that. And now they're coming out with a Halo 4. Basically, the name sells. It's not the game that sells, it's the name. They do new stuff in each one, might I add, but it's just not the same.
Oi, you're new here, aren't you? We have some rules round here that you need to know about.
Okay, what are they?
Bowerstone is a peaceful town. I'll have to confiscate your weapons for now.
I'm sure it's peaceful.
There are shops, inns, lots of different people, games, all kinds of things. Why not pay the tavern a visit first? It's the building in front of you, just up the road from here. Oh, and keep an eye open for Lady Grey. Treat her with respect. She is the mayor, after all. Have a look around and enjoy your stay in Bowerstone.
Thanks, man! But, yeah. What I want to say is, I played Epic Mickey and Epic Mickey 2 in the past few months and whatnot. And I'll have to say that Epic Mickey 2 is a total failure. It started out good, and it just ended up a total failure. Just like how Fable 3 did. Fable 2 was good, don't get me wrong, it was good, but it's not Fable. It wasn't the first Fable, because I did like in Fable 2 that you could choose genders, which is not something you can do in this game. So that was a big plus, and there were pretty big pluses in Fable too. Fable, like I rank it up at the same level with Fable, but Fable 3, no, nothing. It's not a Fable game. Honestly, it's not Fable to me. But I'm going to stop talking about that, and I'm going to end it here. So next time in Fable: The Lost Chapters, we are going to go talk to Maze, who's actually beside the tavern. You can kind of see his little outline under the sign up there. And then we're probably going to go back to the guild, or the academy, as I call it, so we can get another quest and continue on with the game. But there's a lot of side quests, don't get me wrong. And they're really good. This game's really good about side quests. It gives you enough to where it makes the game enjoyable, but it doesn't give you too much to where you feel like you're doing side quest after side quest after side quest. And not doing anything else to progress the story. So, if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Forrestplays. I've been Forrest Garner, and I will see y'all in the next one.